hour day would probably start at about 8 a.m, maybe 7:30. Usually very, very, very long ward rounds, seeing patients that have been in the hospital for a few days, and then seeing the new ones that came in overnight. And you might be able to grab a coffee on the run or a cup of tea in a ward kitchen, but often not. And then you're kind of trying to maybe catch the canteen before lunch services close at 3:30 or 4 o'clock for your lunch, even though you probably get hungry about 11, 12, because you started at 7:30. If you get lunch, great. It's usually not great food, lots of starchy stuff and mass-produced burgers. So I mean, it's definitely not healthy, but you're just happy to have it. And then you keep going, trying to get through the day work, and realistically the day work never gets done in the day. It bleeds into 7 or 8 o'clock at night, and because you're on a 24-hour shift, all your support disappears. They go home at sort of 8 o'clock, even though they should have left at 5. They go home at 8 because you don't want to leave a colleague stranded with the day work. And then you keep going throughout the night. And really, I suppose it's, there are times when it can be quiet, but it rarely happens anymore. It really rarely happens. Most of the time, you're just constantly inundated, and it's not about whether emergency is going to come up. It's which emergency needs to be dealt with now, which can wait 5 minutes, which can wait 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and that just keeps going throughout the night. There might be 16 patients waiting to be admitted in ED, or there could be 3. It's hard to know. But when you do get a break, you're happy to have it. And you might get into bed at 4 a.m, 5 a.m, and you close your eyes for what feels like 2 seconds, and the bleep goes off again, and you wake up after 30 minutes of sleep. If you do get that, sometimes you don't. And then you do that throughout the night, getting more fatigued, and obviously you slow down, and things that took you 10 minutes at 9 o'clock in the morning are taking you, half an hour, 40 minutes a night, because you just can't think. You can't, you're taking, maths you do in your head, you're taking out a phone to do the calculation because you don't want to make a dangerous mistake. You're checking guidelines that back to front, but you're checking them because you're exhausted. Even your own handwriting, a word you've written 100 times in that day, paracetamol, did I actually spell that right? And then at 9 o'clock, 7, 8 in the morning, your colleagues that went home the previous day, they come in, and you should go home, but there is now a mountain of work from the night that you haven't finished, and you don't want to burden them at the start of their day, so you end up staying on, and it could be maybe 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the day before you go home. So a 24-hour shift is now turned into sort of 30 hours. And the really unlucky ones, they're supposed to go home at 9 a.m. the next morning, but the team is short. Maybe someone's out sick, or someone's on holidays, or someone is on nights, and they go straight into the next day and they do a clinic, and they don't go home to sort of 5 or 6 in the evening. So it's really hard to put into words, but that's kind of it. My name is Dr. John Cannon, and I'm an NCHD.